I don't know, that's not the right way to do it. I don't think that anyone benefits from that. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Early in the morning, just woke up, checked my phone. It's flooded with messages on Instagram and Snapchat. Everyone is asking, John, what do you think about Laidback Luke? What do you think about his Twitter posts? I usually don't like covering these kind of drama things because I think they're stupid, but this time I will make an exception, talk a little bit about it. So let's just head over to the studio and get right into it. So yeah, welcome to my studio, welcome to today's vlog. If you don't know who Laidback Luke is, he is an EDM DJ and producer, a pretty big one. I think everyone knows him. He was on top of the DJ Top 100 list a couple of times. I even got to know him twice in person, opening for him 8 years ago here in my hometown Düsseldorf in a club that was called 3001. Unfortunately, that club doesn't exist anymore. If I had to describe him, I would say he's the nice guy of the EDM scene. He's very mature, responsible. Does also a vlog, a weekly one, giving tips, tricks for young producers and DJs. So after I got all of those messages, I of course went to Twitter, checked out his post, read it, and my first reaction was like, so what? That's not so dramatic, that's not so controversial. Why is everyone just starting with all of this kind of drama? But let me actually first read to you what he wrote. His first post was, so many young producers mentioning sound design as a vlog topic. I can absolutely relate to that. Also, a lot of people ask me to cover it in a topic. I did that. I tried to cover it at least like the first couple of steps of sound design. It's really not that important. Learn to hologram beats, put things in key, how melodies work, arranging and finishing tracks first. I absolutely 100% agree with him. Sound design is important, but it's not that important. He's absolutely right when it comes to that, and you should also, as he says, focus on other things first. I would totally agree that sound design is one of the last parts in actually making a song and putting it out there and writing a song that people will listen to or dance to. If you don't get your beats right, your melodies right, the arrangement right, if you actually don't finish it, mix it, master it, those steps are all way more important than sound design. You can definitely make huge hits with not sound designed sounds, because let's be honest, the normal music listener isn't a producer. He won't even recognize if you designed that sound or if it's a preset. They don't really care. They just want a product, a song at the end that just works, makes them enjoy their day, or just have some cool hip-hop beats, whatever it is. It just doesn't really matter. It's the same with covers and sampling stuff. People don't care. The only people that care are other music producers. And believe me, at the end, you don't want to have only music producers listening to your music, because just imagine you're playing a show and the only people showing up are music producers. Believe me, that party will be pretty boring, because music producers are not like the most outgoing, partying kind of people. The second post is directly part of the first one. It says, knowing how to design sounds is a luxury, not a necessity. It's fun, but you'll always suck compared to the professionals that design presets as a living for you to readily use. The second post, I can understand that people are upset about it. He didn't pick the right words. I still get what he tries to say and get young producers to not worry that much about sound design. Just using presets is not a problem. You can still, or you should even tweak those presets, layer them and create your own unique sound. But if it's about creating sounds from scratch, I think most producers don't actually do that. Some do, especially in more electronic, clubby, experimental types of music. But if you want to make a Laidback Luke song, if you want to make a Martin Garrix song, go with the presets as a starting point and try to nail all other parts first before you go back to actually designing your sounds yourself. I think that's pretty much what he tried to say, and I agree with it. But he maybe didn't choose the right words. Maybe he did it on purpose to get more attention. I really don't know. But in general, I think he's right giving this advice to young producers. And now to the actual point of this entire situation that I think is way more interesting is this entire backlash onto him. I think he doesn't deserve that. As I said, he's actually like the nice guy, and a lot of people are jumping on it just trying to get some attention. That always happens when someone big in the scene says something that doesn't resonate with everyone. It's the same as with the Logan Paul kind of thing. There it's just way bigger and Logan Paul really screwed up, but everyone is making videos about him just because it's good for the clicks. And at the end, if I were Laidback Luke, I would just ignore all of those people. They are just trying to gain recognition by saying something against him, misinterpreting his post. I think it's not something we need to talk about that much. If you're a beginner, leave sound design aside, just go with the presets, try everything else, getting it right, maybe even have your first 1 or 2 releases and then worry about making unique sounds, because first it's a huge achievement to actually finish a track, and as he says, finishing a track in capital letters should be first. And to all of those people trying to make a fuss about it, please just stop that bullshit. It doesn't help anyone. That's his opinion. In general, he's right. Maybe didn't use the right words. Of course, if you're making experimental Berlin kind of club music where it's just one main synth sound and a kick, and it's all about automating it, modulating it, then definitely sound design plays a bigger role. But I think he's addressing mainly to his fans, to the producers, DJs that follow him, and probably most of them are beginners, and for them this advice is definitely the right one. I think the bigger problem here is that some people are just negative. If you read a post, there are always a couple of ways to read it, to see what's actually behind it and what is meant with it, and some people just try to pick the most negative version out of it. It's like me, like 2 days ago, I made a video about how to choose your speakers, went to the store and said these speakers are good, these speakers aren't that good. And then a lot of people commenting that speakers, monitors for the studio shouldn't be good. But I think every person with a brain knows that when I'm talking about studio speakers and I say they sound good, that I don't mean good in a hi-fi sense, that they sound pleasing and nice. I mean with good when I talk about monitors and speakers for the studio, that they're transparent, flat in the frequency response, have a good stereo image and all these kind of things. And for me, that's common sense. For some people it isn't, some people don't get it. Some people just like to write comments about me being wrong, and maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't really care. I tested those speakers and some of them were better than other ones. So yeah, please give this man a break. We all know what he meant, and I think he's right, especially if he talks to beginners. And I have to say, out of all of those big EDM DJs, Laidback Luke is one of the very few ones where I actually have the feeling he cares about his fans more than other people do, and he's not just using them to promote his stuff. He's doing the vlog to teach people. He doesn't really have anything from it. Same with his forum and discovering new artists, helping them, getting them onto his label. Something that I highly appreciate in a person, dedicating time to other people and not just thinking about themselves. Also something I'm trying to do with my label, with my vlogs. But now let's actually get to something more fun, positive, trying to finish my Stay song that will be probably released in March. I just need to tweak some things, go into the vocals and cut out some of the clicks and pops that are left in the recording. Oh yeah, as always, this took way longer than expected, but I can finally say the song is finished. Stay featuring Gavin Beach is all done. Let me play you a quick snippet and also show you the cover. I know it's a short snippet without vocals, but I still want to be able to surprise you on the release date, probably in March, still not sure when exactly, but I will figure it out at the beginning or mid of next week. Also, if you're interested in sound design or watching my video how to choose speakers, both of them are linked up at the end of the video. Also, if you're interested to meet me in person, meet Brooks in person, or Laidback Luke even, they're all attending the dance fair. I will give there a masterclass, and today is your last chance to win a ticket. just leave hashtag dancefair in the comments and I will pick one person over the next 2 or 3 days. And I think that's probably it for today. I don't know, I just spent 8 hours fixing small details on the vocals. That's just sometimes how it goes. But I completely forgot to talk about the remix competition. I promised you this week a place where you can upload it, but I still didn't figure that out. I'm still negotiating with Arturia, Isotope and Pioneer for the prizes, so give me 1 more week to make it finally all available and make it official with all of the rules and everything. If you want to have a heads up, already start working with the stems. The link is down below in the description. That's pretty much it. Dinner, back home, tomorrow back in the studio, working on music, showing with you on a daily basis my working process and taking you with me on tour. If you're interested in that, new here, don't forget to like, subscribe. We'll see us tomorrow again. Sign out.